شفت ياما ناس منى هتعيش العمر جنبك وبرضه ما يكفيش أحلى دنيا عندي ما تساويش.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان ودعا بدعوتهم إلى يوم الدين. بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is our program, your program, Message from Qiblah, sponsored by Qiblah Schools. This morning we shall continue from where we stopped in our last episode, where we are talking about as-sihr, that is magic, spells, recitation of incantation, use of amulet, and other things that are related to them. They are also major sins, and they lead to kufr. Whoever engages in any one of them will automatically do kufr. That is why it is highly recommended that we should do away with any form of sihr that we have mentioned and those we are still going to mention. Part of sihr is the use of amulet. People hang something around their neck, around their arm, upper arm and lower arm, around their waist, around their legs, to serve as a protector for them. They believe that those things they hang, it may be on the house as well or in the car, we protect them against evils from evil eyes or evil people. That is their belief, and Islam frowns at this, as reported by Imam Muhammad in his Musnad on the authority of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Innama ruqa wa tamaimu wa tuwalatu shirk," that indeed a ruqa, recitation of incantations that are not withdrawn from Kitab and Sunnah, because in Sunnah we call ruqya a ruqa as well, but the one referred to here is the one that has nothing to do with Quran and Sunnah. A ruqa, recitations of incantations, watiwala, watamaimu, and amulets. Amulet hung to serve as a protector, to serve as a bringer of good things. Watiwala, love charm, is shirku. The Prophet declared them as shirku. Incantations, use of amulet, and love charm are declared as shirku by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So as Muslims, we should do away with all these sihr, because they will lead one to shirk. The next major sin we look at is tarku salah, neglecting salah. Many people today regard praying 5 times a day a stress, whereas their daily activities are more stressful than praying at the prescribed times 5 times a day. Allah Ta'ala has revealed a verse regarding such people in Surah Maryam, verse 59 and 60. Allah Ta'ala says, فَخَلَفَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ خَلِفٌ أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَسَوْفَ يَلْقَوْا غَيًّا إِلَّا مَنْ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Then there succeeded them a generation, that is, a generation will succeed companions of the Holy Prophet, who neglect prayers and fall in lusts, they will meet with destruction. Go here. Except one who repents and believes and acts righteously. This is Surah to Maryam, verse 59 and 60. Abdullah ibn Abbas, one of the companions of the Holy Prophet, may Allah be pleased with all of them, while explaining this verse, said that the neglect salat in this verse does not mean that they completely abandon prayers. He said this verse does not mean the people that will come after the companions of the Holy Prophet completely abandon salat, but they delay them to the end of their prescribed times. They delay observing salah to the end of its prescribed time. Sa'id ibn Musayyab, a great tabi'in, those that follow the companions, while explaining this verse, he elaborated further, saying, a person delays salat if he delays zuhr until Asr time comes off. A person is said to have delayed salat if he delays Asr until Maghrib time. A person is said to have delayed Maghrib if delayed observing Maghrib until Isha time. So all these people are involved in this verse that Allah Ta'ala says, فَخَلَفَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ خَلِفٌ أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةَ. It will come after the companions a generation that will delay prayers. So the delaying prayers here does not mean they abandon salat in totality, but they do not pray them at their due times. Another major sin that we have to take a look at is not paying zakat. Not paying zakat is another major sin in the sight of Almighty Allah. Many people are in mourning, many people are wealthy, many people are affluent, but they do not see it as something compulsory upon them to give zakat out of their money. What is to be given as zakat? 1/40 of wealth accrued over a year, not the one gains in a week or in a month. Wealth that one has gathered for more than a year. Even today, the amount that is zakatable is more than 4 million in Nigerian money. So the wealth one has gathered and is in one's possession for a year is zakatable. It is a major sin in the sight of Almighty Allah to have such wealth without paying zakat on them, because on the day of judgment it was reported that such wealth will be converted to fire and it will be consuming its owner on his face, on his head, on his chest, on his back. The wealth that one refuses to pay zakat on will be converted to fire to consume its fire, its owner, on the day of judgment. Therefore, as good Muslims, who is conscious of Almighty Allah, who knows that he will stand in front of Almighty Allah to account for every action he has performed on earth, should try as much as possible, if he is blessed with wealth, to pay zakat on his wealth. Another major sin is to break even a day during Ramadan. We are now in the month of Ramadan. All the Muslims are aware that fasting during this month is incumbent upon them. A person that is not excusable, like travelers, like very sick persons, he has no excuse. He just decides to break his fast. It is a major sin in the sight of Almighty Allah. Even there is one report that if he fasts for all his life to pay off for what he has broken for a single day during Ramadan, he will not have the reward of that single day of Ramadan. So this is telling us that it is also a major sin to break a day without acceptable excuse during the month of Ramadan. Another major sin is drinking alcohol, al-khamr. Khamr is not only water or liquid. Anything that can intoxicate after it enters the body is al-khamru in Islam. Anything that can intoxicate after it enters body is alcohol in Islam. It is a major sin in the sight of Almighty Allah to take alcohol. Even in the hadith, the Prophet was supposed to have said, there are 3 persons will not enter paradise: the one who is addicted to alcohol, the one that breaks the family ties, and the one that is disobedient to one's parents. So all these are part of major sins: disobedience to parents, taking alcohol, and breaking the family ties. They are part of major sins. Today, people do not want to relate with their families anymore. They don't go to visit them, neither do they care to even phone them. So breaking family ties is also a major sin. The Prophet said, La yadkhulul jannah khati'u rahimi. He will not enter paradise, the one who breaks the family ties. So all these sins we have mentioned are major sins. As Muslims, we should try as much as possible to move away from them, so that we will get pleasure of Almighty Allah on the day of judgment. So may Allah make this presentation more understandable than the way it was presented. Subhanaka wa bihamdik, shalla la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Tí mo bá kàwé mi, bàtà mi á tún kó ká.
tá a bá kàwé tá a fi tọlọ́run síwájú ní bàtà kókó kàífi rọ́ni lọ́rùn ẹsẹ̀ káfọmọlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àlùkùránì àtẹ̀kọ́ ìwé tó yanrantí lọ́mọ fi lè ṣàṣeyọrí láyé tí ó sì tún jèrè ní àlẹ́ àhírà bá a kúkú fẹgbẹ̀rún pàǹṣàgùnmu àtìlẹ́yìn ẹ̀kọ́ gbóná ni tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n júwe Qiblah schools Ìbàdàn fún yín ilé ìwé akéwù kàwé ṣe súnà tó ṣàrọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ Qiblah primary school láti ń fohùn èlò ẹ̀kọ́ òde òní kọ́mọ ohun ìṣeré lóríṣiríṣi tí mọ̀mọdé jẹ̀rẹ̀ ilé ìwé lójoojúmọ́ àtàwọn olùkọ́ bí òbí lọ́lọ́run á fi jíǹkì wà ti Qiblah high school yìí gan tún wọ ìyàmì ẹ̀kọ́ ìmọ̀ sáyẹ́ǹsì ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ tẹkinọ́lọ́jì ohun ti ṣe ọwọ́ vocational studies lọ́bí ń káwọn ọmọ wa bí wọ́n ṣe ń kéwù ni wọ́n ń kàwé kódà a tún kọ́ wọn lẹ́sìn ní tìlànà Allah wa rasulihi ọkọ̀ ń bẹ ní sẹpẹ́tà fi ń káwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àyíká wa àrímọ̀ lè lọ ni àṣeyọrí àwọn ọmọ wa níbi èsì ìdánwò àṣejáde gbogbo òun lè rí máa jẹ́ mi sọ ìtẹ́pámọ́ṣẹ́ àtàánú ọlọ́run àálà lórí wa Qiblah schools wà ní plot 2, 3, 4 and 5 Ìbàdàn South West multi-purpose scheme nítòsí ọjà alẹ́sìnlọ́yẹ̀ Ìbàdàn tẹlifóònù 0805-272-5253 àti 0803-313-2027 Qiblah schools ìwájú lójúgùn gbé.
بجهالة ثم تاب من بعد